Hello everybody, this is Tom. I just want to use this opportunity to share a story with everyone. And the reason I start to think about this story is because in my business it's very common that I got texts from students, people are interested in the properties and inquire. And there, occasionally, we also have this kind of situation where instead of a person, him or herself, it's more common to some students, is their parents actually text me and ask me various questions, and basically, you can tell the way how they're trying to protect their kids to make sure everything goes smoothly under their supervision, which has nothing wrong, it's totally fine. And just like the reason why I got this gentleman basically say, hey, here's myself, I'm actually looking for a place for my son. He's going to go to university this coming fall, and I like to see the place, and he is a great kid, no drug, no nothing. And oh, by the way, he want to be also working for you as a part-time on-site property manager, so on. When I saw this, the very first thing actually popped in my mind is a Japanese movie I saw when I was 6, 7 years old. Yeah, it's a long, long time ago. So don't tell how old I am, but basically it's when I was 6 or 7 years old. It's a black and white Japanese movie, and the movie's title I can't even remember, but basically it describes a family of fox. It's a beautiful movie actually. I still quite amazed how in that time of age Japanese filmmakers actually pull every strings off and made this kind of amazing movie. So basically it's talk about the family of fox. Is male fox and female fox. They fall in love, form the family, made a bunch of small fox, beautiful family, 4 or 5 of them, kids and 2 parents, obviously. So the movie basically starts of the family life is so nice. Well, the kids, the little fox grow up. And now comes time in the fox world, the parents actually have to kick all the fox away from their home. So basically you can see in that movie, those little fox was being literally chasing around, biting, and the real fox use all kind of ways to push their kids out. And there is one particular one, is the smallest, the cutest guy. He refused to go. And I remember he came back, his mom is sort of a little bit, don't do too hard, but his father trying to bite him off. And finally, this little fox has to go, has to leave. Fast forward, somehow this movie managed to chase down all those little fox to capture their face. There is one being killed by the hunter. There is another one somehow being kind of beat to death by another wild animals. I can't remember. But the most moving part is at the end, in the morning when the sun rises. That little cutest fox returned back to visit their parents with one broken leg, and that's probably after 2 or 3 years later. The story goes, in the end, this small fox, although lost one leg, but he still survived in the real world. I remember when I was a kid, when I watched that movie, I feel that Father Fox was so cruel, and they kissed, they kicked this whole he broken the whole family. That's the way I look at it when I was a kid. I just hate that father so much. Fast forward, when I was at a certain age, I decided to come to Canada. And I remembered my father called me to his room, closed the door, and he's staring at me and said, "Tom, it is your decision. Let me tell you this. It is your choice to go to Canada. Don't come back. Don't even think there is still a family, a home for you. There is no family, no home, no money for you. You are on your own. So go for it. Don't look back." I feel my father was very cruel at that time. But now I look back, I think that's the best love he can give me. So I hope in sharing with this story, I want to get two things to share with you. The first thing is, as parents, it is totally natural. You're trying to protect your kids, but there is coming a time they have to go. They have to go into the real world and to figure out what is for real without your supervision, without your protection. Don't get me wrong, I'm a parent too. It hurts me when I see my kids trying to break away from family, trying to rebel to me, but on the same hand, on the same time, I do learn in the hard way that that is probably the best thing for them too. Although to see a family have some kids go out without your protection is a bit scary thing to the parents. But believe me, this is the best love you can give to your kids. And secondly, for those kids, don't forget the real love, regardless what your parents do for you. Some of them are like my father, push you away. That's called tough love. Some of them, like the parents who text me and asking he want to do this and that for their kid. And that's called the best love too. Your choice is under your hand, but regardless what kind of choice you make, just remember, when you have time, come back to see your parents. In the Sunday morning, with or without broken leg. Thank you very much.